with a heavy heart, I say you are now tuned into the What's Up Kadena segment on Wave 89 with Ellen Ice. Why do you say with a heavy heart, Ellen? I might just break down, so I think you should tell people.
I don't want to tell them. Do I have to?
You have to.
Okay. So, the Annika and I are ending this 5-month relationship on good terms, on very good terms.
Yeah.
But we're getting a new host.
I know, it's like Corporate Lewis is going bye-bye, but
I know.
I'm excited about What's Up Kadena 3.0 with Lance Corporal Anderson and you. You guys will be doing well.
You know, this will be my third transition with you guys.
I know.
I started with Boatman and we had I think 8 or 9 shows together, and then you and I have knocked out another like 14 or 15.
Yeah, I feel like we've been together forever.
I know, and then we'll go right into, Anderson, and I'm super excited. It's always a fresh, opportunity, challenge, all of the above. I love, I love you guys here. You're my favorite. I'm very partial to you. But I'm super excited to get to work with Anderson. I think we're going to have a blast.
Yeah, I'll miss you, though. I'll miss our times together.
So when are you actually leaving? When are you done? So you're off air, in a bit.
Yeah, in a bit.
When are you leaving Island?
I'm planning on February 22nd.
Okay.
So a little over a month.
Wait, what? Yeah. Okay, I thought maybe
it's
they
soon,
were,
Ellen.
just pulling you off a little bit sooner, but I still had at least, March with you.
No.
Okay.
That's why the tears are coming out.
It's fine. I think you actually are making me,
I know, I literally feel a little something in my right eye. It's gotta be Marine tough, can't cry on air.
Okay. So, to commemorate Annika and I's last show together, which I hate even, I think you actually...
I literally did. I am seeing tears in Ellen's eyes.
Whenever you see this podcast tomorrow, you will actually find out that I do have a soul. I'm not always the Grinch. I'm very excited for you, for your next assignment and everything, but to commemorate our last show together. I'm all choked up. We went to yoga today. We had to get our Zen on to try to deal with this
overwhelming sadness.
Breakup. Yeah, I know. And you know what? I really did get my Zen on. I'm really proud of us. If you saw us in September doing that class to today.
That was our first What's Up Kadena together, and then we ended like that.
I know. I love full circle. But man, she was calling out different poses, and we were totally on it.
Yeah, I was impressed, yeah.
Minus, what was the one?
Warrior 3, I think, when you keep the leg out and you extend your arms. I almost lost my balance on that. But.
That one and a shoulder stand, which I think I know how to do. I just was not willing to test it today. And then, what was the other one? Everyone were their thighs were touching their nose. Their toes were over their head.
I thought about attempting it. I'm I want to be able to walk tomorrow, so I should probably just stay in my own ability group.
You would have had to just, wheel me out. Just, end over end, just roll me out of there. But, yeah, so today we attended Yoga 1 and 2 at Reisner. They have it over the lunch hour several times throughout the week, which is awesome. We both just met on our lunch break and just to have a little girl time together.
Yeah, it was very special.
It was good. And last time we had my friend Morgan as an instructor. Today we had Jen. Loved both of them.
Yeah, they were both fantabulous.
Loved the music today. I don't know if you picked up on that, but we had it was a little bit higher energy music than I remember from last time.
Yes, it was good because I was about to fall asleep, so I was just so relaxed. But.
So, man, I've now done classes actually with one other instructor as well. I think just about everyone on staff there at Reisner, and it is always an awesome time. And I know, you wouldn't believe this, sassy Ellen Ice, but I get nervous. I get nervous when you're trying something that you're not super familiar with. And I think they're really, really good about incorporating the levels 1 and 2.
Mm-hmm. Yes. It's if I could do it, they definitely broke it down.
Trust me if we were able to do that. So, do you want to mention some upcoming classes? This is specific to January. So, every month, their classes can shift. Typically, they do have a lunchtime one and then one for after work. So, on Mondays, you have 11:30 and 5:15. You want to rally? You want to go back?
I want to go back if I did.
Let's tag in Anderson now.
Yeah.
Anderson, you got our 5 to 6.
We're going to go get some more Zen.
We need it. It's Monday. We need it. There's an after work one on Tuesdays. There's lunchtime on Wednesdays. There's 6 a.m. on Thursdays.
Oof. I don't know if I can pull myself out of the rack just to get my Zen on. It's like, I feel like I'm getting my Zen on while I'm asleep, so...
Yeah. And I think I'd wake up so grumpy from waking up at 6 a.m. that, like, no amount of yoga could
just stagger out there and roll out the
coffee.
yoga mat and fall asleep.
Just coffee. So there's also lunchtime classes on Thursdays, on Fridays, and then you could also get your weekend started off, right?
Yeah.
9 a.m.
9 a.m. is doable on a Saturday. I mean, it's a little early in my book, but...
Yeah, I think we should try to make this our thing between now and when you PCS. I think we should do a couple more, like, lunchtime yoga sessions.
I think so.
Make sure we catch up, because I won't be seeing you every Monday. Mm-hmm. I mean, hopefully, come visit me.
Yes, come visit me. I'll come say hey,
okay,
you know, when I'm walking by.
Yeah, so if you are curious about any of these classes, they have tons of other, like, group fit classes as well. We just are partial to yoga. We started the saga with yoga. We're going to wrap it back up with yoga.
Full circle.
So the monthly calendar, all those dates and times I mentioned, that can be found on KadenaFSS.com, and their Facebook page, they're really good, very responsive on there as well.
Yeah, definitely very cool. I know I had an amazing time spending lunch with you for the final show, but I can't say I'm the greatest at yoga, and I can also say I'm not the greatest at what we're going to be talking about next. I've never tried that in my life.
Well, you know, when you mentioned your last day, I think we would have time to do this 3-week session together. Whether you want to dedicate every Tuesday from 5 to 6:30 to learn postcard calligraphy with me, I'm not sure, but hopefully
it could be done.
I've stoked this relationship enough that we can make this happen. So at the Schilling Community Center, a lot of folks don't know, Schilling does, like, everything. They put on massive events. They have classes, you know, throughout the week and weekends. They have room rentals. They have, like,
they have really good food too.
They do. Banyan tree pizza, you know that's my favorite. So, starting in February, so the postcard calligraphy classes, as well as the Ikebana Japanese flower arrangement. Those happen not necessarily every month, sometimes every other month. This is a contractor position, so it kind of depends on availability. So, both of these, if you're interested, I do have confirmed dates for February. So, postcard calligraphy will be starting on the 4th of February, which is a Tuesday. And then it's a 3-week session. So you pay one price, which honestly, for everything you're learning and to kind of keep these cards, I think if you actually did a good job with calligraphy, that's something that you could, like, really work with, you know?
Yeah.
People are always wanting, like, handwritten invitations.
True.
Or, like, pretty, like, you know, birthday cards or the little, like, gift tags. Or I'm just thinking.
I would definitely need some help because growing up, my mom would always joke that my handwriting is so bad it looks like a shaky person, like, just, I don't know, yeah, you can't even hold a pen wrote it. It's like, I'm that shaky and it looks that awful, so I could definitely benefit from some calligraphy work.
Yeah, so we've actually, if I recall, we have done a video on this before with Kadena FSS. We used to have a show called DIY. Mm-hmm. And Lizzie, who used to work here, went to one of these classes. So I will have to push to our YouTube page for sure, because I know this video is on there somewhere. So Kadena FSS does have a YouTube page, which is pretty awesome. And you can kind of see what you're getting yourself into with this. So it is a 3-week session. It's Tuesdays from 5 to 6:30. Hey, you'll be off air. You'll be free Tuesdays
I will
from 5
be
to 6:30.
free to go.
And then the other one I also want to talk about, because this has been on the top of my Oki bucket list, believe it or not, because Ikebana is a very traditional Japanese flower arranging, I guess, activity, but it's more than that. It's like very, like, mental, almost kind of spiritual, and then, of course, aesthetically beautiful as well.
Yeah, for sure.
So that is coming up on the 1st, 8th, and 15th of February. That one's on Saturdays from 11 a.m. to noon. So it's just an hour session 3 times. Again, it's one price, and you go all 3 times. The flowers are included, of course, and you get to take home at the end a beautiful arrangement. But they teach you more of the connection behind it as well, which I think anytime you're learning about another culture, I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah. But you said the word beautiful, Ellen. That's speaking pretty big. I doubt if I went there, I would create something beautiful. So maybe scaled to your abilities, it could be beautiful.
It is scaled to your abilities, but they will teach you. They will teach you, Annika. But this next one, if I remember right, don't you play piano?
Yes, I actually do. Okay. Yeah, I've been playing for, oh gosh, I feel old, like 12 years now.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. know.
My parents forced me to play the piano. I was kicking and screaming as a kid, but
Yeah,
now
absolutely.
I live to thank them because I love playing the piano now.
See, my parents tried. It didn't stick. It didn't stick at all. I just remember like having these little piano books up, and it would like have the right like keys highlighted and stuff, and I was just like, that is me pounding the desk if you're curious why everything's making noise. So another thing that Schilling does, they actually have rooms you can rent.
I know, I've actually gone there like several times on the weekend when I just feel like stressed. I'm like, I need to find an out. And so I actually go there and I rent the room, and oh my gosh, it's so therapeutic.
Pretty good instrument and everything.
Yeah,
it
is. It sounds good.
They're soundproof.
Yeah,
room
they
well,
have
right?
2 different rooms, so normally you can get them pretty fast and then just play away.
That's awesome. Yeah, so if you already know how to play and you're just looking for some space to kind of unwind, you can do that. But they also have piano lessons. So, like 7-year-old me, maybe a 28-year-old me. Maybe we can circle back.
Yeah,
now.
circle back, just like we did with yoga, Ellen. I believe in you. You got this.
I feel like I'm doing all these like later in life things. I
The
mean,
time
I know
is now,
it's not
Ellen.
later in life, but like compared to like, holy cow, that was 21 years ago. So for one fee, you can do a 4-week session, and they can get you hooked up with piano lessons there at the Schilling, which I never would have thought to go to them for that. So they have all these kind of like surprise things that they do. I would recommend checking out our website, KadenaFSS.com, because we have all their classes on there. They also do karate. They do Japanese conversations classes. They do everything.
That sounds
They have,
like
a
it. The list goes
gaming room.
on.
I know. They have a gaming room you can rent out. It's pretty awesome. So that's my plug for the Schilling. I love them over there.
Yeah, the Schilling is amazing. Definitely I'm going to
folks.
have to head on over there a few more times before I leave
I
because it's just
know.
that awesome.
And then you haven't had to deal with this, but I have firsthand experience with this. Out here in Okinawa, the job market can be tricky, right?
Yeah.
I'm sure you've heard me complain and other like-minded individuals. So getting hired out here is something just completely foreign. Most of the jobs are government jobs, they're NAF jobs, they're USA jobs, that kind of thing. It's a whole different ballgame. Even how you structure your resume is just night and day different than what you would do for just a public sector job back home. You would never think that. So, Airman Family Readiness Center, I love the people over there. So, upcoming, this is in 2 weeks because we forgot to mention, next Monday we will not be on the air, of course, because it is
Martin
MLK.
Luther King Jr. Day.
Yes, so we are talking about things a little bit further out. But on the 28th of January, there is an Understanding Spouse Employment class with the Airman Family Readiness Center. It's a 2-hour class. It's completely free, and they basically give you the overview of like, here are the steps you need to take in order to make yourself attractive to employers out here. And if maybe you don't want to go that route, or you're just looking for ways to spend your time, they get you spun up on all the volunteer and education opportunities.
That is so cool.
It says Understanding Spouse Employment, but it's like if you're a spouse out here and you are looking for what you want to fill your time with outside
That's
of
the
maybe
place to go.
Yeah, maybe the family or extracurriculars, that kind of thing. That's the thing to do. So you do have to register by Friday the 24th of January, so that's at the end of next week. And again, that's with ANFRC. Highly recommend just stopping in. They're really awesome. They can explain all the opportunities there. They're located right across from the Reisner tennis courts. Yes, and next to housing.
Okay, yeah, across the street.
So like next to housing and then like across.
Okay. I'm getting a visual now.
Okay, perfect. If that didn't work, you can just pick up Venture Magazine and go to the back, and we have like all the building numbers and phone numbers, and you can do it that way.
Yeah, for sure. But that definitely sounds like it will be something that's going to point you in the right direction so that we can learn how to shine in life. Speaking of shining, coming up next is Fits and the Tantrums. I just want to shine. You're listening to the Eagle on Wave 89, serving America's best. Fits and the Tantrums. Our sea condition is sitting at east caution right now. It's partly cloudy and 64 degrees with a forecasted low of 59. Today's yen rate at military banking facilities is 107 yen to the US dollar. And I'm still joined in studio by my favorite radio guest on Mondays, Ellen Ice with What's Up Kadena. And earlier on we were talking about the amazing yoga session we had today, together today. But now I think we're going to talk about something else we both love almost as much as our passion for food as well. So
yeah, puppies animals.
Yeah,
all of that.
That's something definitely we vibe on together.
Mm-hmm. So, the reason, like literally the sole reason I picked this topic is because of our ad this month in Venture. So, just a quick plug to Venture Magazine, because you know that's what I do. January Venture Magazine, on page 13, if you happen to have it in front of you, is the ad for Caring Kennels.
It is adorable.
New year, new do, with a dachshund and a little robe.
It's pink, right? Or am I just seeing pink because I want? Yeah, it's pink. He's in a pink robe and then he has pink sunglasses on too. It is so epic.
Oh my gosh, I was flipping through that when I was looking for our show today, and I'm like, well,
we're talking about
we are talking about Caring Kennels grooming. So, Caring Kennels does grooming. I think a lot of folks know this by now. They're also a boarding facility, and they also have a separate adoption facility. Caring Kennels is awesome. A lot of people don't know, though, that they groom both cats and dogs.
Oh my, I thought it was just a canine thing. That's awesome.
Yeah, so before my sister and dad visited back in November, my sister's very allergic to cats. So I had Maxwell Todd groomed for the first time in his little kitten life.
Oh gosh.
At Caring Kennels. And he came home like the silkiest, sleekest little guy with a bandana on that had turkeys on it. I was
dying. Oh, so seasonal. Oh my gosh.
It's just the cutest thing I've ever seen. So if it's, new year, new do, we all do this anyways. Actually, I have a hair appointment on Friday. So, if you want to think about your little feline friends as well, your puppy friends. Caring Kennels does an awesome job grooming. We actually, now that I think about it, we have a video about grooming as well on our Kadena FSS YouTube page. We followed the groomers through one of their sessions and saw like everything they do.
Oh, that is so cool.
Whoa, holy cow, they do a lot, and I gotta say it's an awesome price. And the other thing I do want to mention is if you're an Air Force Club member, we have the Kadena Clubs Plus membership. We've talked about it before. It's been a while though. But you do receive 20% off grooming and 20% off boarding just by being a club member.
Oh, that's such a savings.
Yeah.
Wow.
So like this is the same club membership that you would save like $1 off your lunch at Cafe Latte or something. So a lot of people don't know you can actually save on grooming and boarding as well. So
that is
my
cool.
plug for Caring Kennels.
Yeah.
I'm just going to hold this up one more time because I think it's the cutest ad I've ever seen.
I know.
Shout out to Madison for designing this ad.
It makes me think of the terminology that one of my Marines, Lance Corporal Rodriguez, just taught me yesterday.
Oh, boy.
Cute aggression. Like, I literally grew up my whole life with our dog, a Neapolitan Mastiff, and I always thought she was so cute that I would want to rip her up, and I didn't know how to explain that feeling.
Bite her
yes!
cheeks.
And then my Marine, Lance Corporal Rodriguez, was like, yeah, Corporal, it's called cute aggression. I'm like, what? So mind-blowing.
What? I love it. Can I start using that? I'm just going to start
I know.
it.
So that advertisement, it gives me cute aggression.
I agree. Oh my gosh. I like almost don't want to move on because it's just,
I know.
it is. It's so much. But following animals, we already talked about our love of food. And
it goes hand in hand.
filet mignon wrapped in bacon. How does that sound?
That makes me sound like I want to drive up to Akuma right now to go eat it.
So Madison and I had this a few weeks ago. We were filming for her show, another FSS show we have, Kadena Eats. And we went on a little Valentine's date together. Fun fact, my husband's always TDY for Valentine's Day, so this is my typical life. Yes, so romantic dinner at Akuma. We want to bring it up now so that you reserve. A lot of folks, if you're going to drive up all that way to get an awesome dinner,
and you want to make sure you can get in.
Stay the night, too. Yeah, make a whole weekend of it. So the romantic dinner portion, so we know that Valentine's Day is on Friday. The dinner is specifically on Saturday. So it's perfect for folks to come up, stay Saturday night, and enjoy the weekend. So again, crab bisque, steak, seafood, and creme brulee for dessert.
Oh my god! Now
champagne.
I have never had the creme brulee.
Ooh.
Never.
Ooh.
So I definitely need to head out there.
Yeah. So my favorite part, creme brulee. They take a blowtorch to the top so it crystallizes the sugar.
Oh my god!
And you literally have to like bang and like crack the top of the sugar to get to the custard underneath.
Oh my gosh, you are making me want to order one pronto,
perfect.
ASAP.
Well, then I'm doing my job well. So if you're interested in doing Valentine's Day at Akuma, please check out now and make sure they have some spots up there. If not, it's still absolutely worth going up there just for that. You're also going to get the sunset, beautiful view, and a live jazz band. So,
yeah.
Reservations are encouraged. Please call ahead. And I would recommend doing an overnight reservation as well. You can check that out through their website, which is actually okuma.kadenafss.com. Theirs is a little different than ours.
Awesome. Very cool. And then speaking of outdoors, enjoying the beach and stuff of Okuma, that leads right into our next thing about hiking, cycling, and camping out there. It's like Okuma has even more than just a romantic dinner.
I know we talk so much about how much we're going to miss each other, so I'll just touch on this one semi-quickly. But on occasion, Outdoor Recreation actually does trips up to Okuma for you, which is even better.
Yeah.
Like, just get transportation to and from.
So you can sleep to and from?
That's what I'm saying. So coming up in a couple weekends, it's the 25th and 26th of January, they are doing a hiking, cycling, and camping. Woof. So, a lot of folks don't know up there at Okuma, there's incredible hikes and like nature type activities. So, ODR is just like, we're gonna make it all happen.
Do it all in one.
Yep. So, you're gonna hike to Mount Yunaha, and then you're going to cycle around Okuma on the second day. And then you're also going to camp overnight at Okuma that night.
That
sounds
I love
adventure weekend.
I love the outdoors. So that sounds perfect.
Yeah, so this is definitely for families, for folks by themselves as well, or just want to go with friends. You can have all ages on this one, and that price does include like almost everything we talked about. You're just going to bring in a little extra cash for snacks, meals, and purchases, but it'll include all your gear, the camping spot, your bicycle you're going to use, the helmet, the guide, the whole 9 yards. So if you're interested, please stop by Kadena Outdoor Recreation. That's like towards the back of Reisner on that little street in between like the Olympic Express and Marshall Dining Facility. And stop by there. They can give you some more details, and you do want to reserve your spot ahead of time. It's coming up quickly. Again, the 25th and 26th of January through Kadena Outdoor Recreation. Taking an awesome trip up there to Okuma.
Yeah, awesome. Okuma is definitely the happening place this January, and every time I will hear the words Okuma Beach, Ellen Ice, I will now think of you.
I'm just going to message you Okuma like once a month for the rest of forever, so you don't forget me.
I won't forget. That wraps up the final session of What's Up Kadena with myself, Corporal Lewis, and Ellen Ice. Ellen, whenever I say I'm serving America's best, I hope you know you are one of America's best. It's been a pleasure serving with you. I wish you fair winds and following seas. I know you'll do great with Lance Corporal Anderson.
Oh my gosh, Annika, I hate you. Okay, good luck with everything, and you will be greatly missed.
Oh, thanks so much, Ellen. It's truly been one of my favorite parts of the job. You're listening to The Eagle on Wave 89, serving America's best. Coming at you now with some music by Randy Houser, How Country Feels.